Hey friends, I'm Lauren Lavelle, and let's do some bar glutes and core on the floor. Friends, this entire workout is going to be from your mat, from the floor. You don't need a ton of stuff. You can grab your bar ball or your core ball if you have one. If you don't have one, don't worry, you can totally do this. You can either bring a yoga block, a stack of books, or even a pillow or cushion from your couch. You will need lots of padding from the floor, and we are going to be putting weight on one knee and potentially on one hand at points in this workout. So if that's not for you, maybe you want to check it out before you get into it. As always, you are welcome to take as many modifications and variations as you want, and there will be a few built-in breaks, but you can always take breaks even when I don't call for it. All right, grab your stuff and let's come to the floor. Friends, we are gonna get started in a regular tabletop. So you're gonna come hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and take it to some cat-cows. Inhaling to drop your belly down and lift your hips and your nose. Exhaling to press through your hands and round through your spine. You can give it a little extra wiggle here. Deep breath in and exhale. You can absolutely take more time to warm up here. We're pretty much gonna dive straight into these moves. So if you need more time to warm up, definitely do that. Two more breaths. Last one, and you are going to grab your barbell. If you do not have a barbell, you can use a block, you can use a stack of books if you have a stack of books. I don't know what you have in your house. It's not that serious, so just remember you can use something else. We are gonna come with one knee down, our other leg is going to extend. You can either be on the blade of your foot, so the inside of your foot, or you can put your foot flat. It honestly depends on what kind of mobility you have in your foot, what feels right here. If you need extra padding under this knee, it is a good time to grab it now because we are going to be down on one knee for a second, okay? So we wanna make sure that we have that extra padding, that you're plenty comfortable. We're gonna be here for a minute, okay? All right, you're gonna grab the ball, the block, whatever you have, and bring it down here. Arm comes up and over, and then we're gonna flow it back and forth. So you should feel a stretch on the inside of your thigh here, up and over. And the stretch, big reach. The toes of my stabilizing leg, my stabilizing knee are on the floor here behind me. Two more. Yes. And last one, we're gonna reach and bring the ball to the floor. So this is where, if you have a ball, a block, you can bring it to the floor. Also, if your hand reaches, you can bring your hand, but that might not be comfortable for everyone. So you're gonna come here, stack your shoulders and your hips. What does it mean to stack? This is more of a square or somewhere in between. We're gonna stack here, reach our arm up, and we're gonna lift and tap through this foot, okay? Lift and tap, point your toes, lift, tap, lift, and tap. Your hips are staying forward here. Let's go. Lift, tap. If you cannot get your toes this high, who cares? Get them as high as you can get them. Yes, shoulders stay stacked here, so don't let them fall. Breathe. Point your toes because I think it's cute. Chin off your chest. Let's go 8 more. Breathe. Yes, pushing into the ball, pushing into the block. For 6, you got this. 5, I'm having a great time. 4, 3, hips are even. 2, let's hold it up here. Can you hold your toes up? If you can't, they're gonna come down to the floor. It's not a big deal. But if you can, we're holding it here. Glutes are engaged behind you. Maybe your arm comes here and we're gonna lift up. Tiny lift, up, up, lift, and lift. It's super small. We lift. Breathe, don't dump into your shoulder. Press into the ball. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay with me. We're taking this top hand down, finding this rotation and coming down. So your same leg is gonna stay down. Your same other leg is gonna stay reaching back behind you. Shoulders roll down your back. Hands should be pretty stable on the floor here. Now we are squaring our hips. So we're not stacked anymore, we're squared. Take a deep breath. Tap it down, lift it up. Yes, tap, lift. Squeeze through your booty cheek. I know that sounds silly, but sometimes we try to squeeze through our foot to lift this up. Sometimes we try to arch through our low back. You don't want that. You want your belly engaged here. Tailbone pretty neutral. Chin off of your chest. Elbows soft if you can manage. Let's go. 8, 7, keep breathing. 6, chin off your chest. 5, whew. 3, 2, you got this. Can we hold it up? Find that tiny pulse, lift, lift. You can see what we're doing similar to what we did from that other shape here. Lift and lift, toes go up, squeeze your glutes. Let's go for 8, 7, stay with me. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it right here. Can we bend and extend through the arms? I don't know if I can with this ball here. We'll see if the ball will stay out of my way. Here we go. Bend, extend. Yes, if that is too big, too much, not for you. Remember, you can always set your toes down, bend, extend. You can pull your knee back in, bend, extend. Let's go. 8, 7, deep bend in your arms. 6, nose towards your mat. 5, keep breathing. 4, yes. 3, love you so much. 2, and on your last one, push it back up. Set your toes down. Here we go. Can we come into a plank? Maybe, I don't know, send these toes back. Find your plank. You can step it open wider. Shoulders roll down your back. Hold. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees come down. Press back into your child's pose. Inhaling and exhaling. Toes come together. Roll your shoulders down your back. Maybe head melts to the floor. Take a few deep breaths here. If you can, sink a little lower. Also, if child's pose is not for you, remember that you can always tuck your toes. You can always come down to your forearms. So it's not that serious if this stretch isn't for you. We're just taking a few restorative breaths. Maybe you grab a sip of water right here. Yes, great job, amazing job. Halfway through that, can we do the other side? Ooh, I don't know. Do you think the other side's gonna be easier, or do you think the other side is gonna be more challenging? Personally, I usually start with the side that I feel the best at, so I guess we'll see. Same thing, knee down, hips squared forward, shoulders squared forward, belly engaged. You probably felt last time that you needed to keep your belly engaged. You would feel it here, and then up and over. If you want to bring the ball or the block with you, you can. You don't have to. Your foot is down. Stabilizing here, so we're not doing all this. If you're feeling that way, it's totally normal, but we're going to try to keep it as stable as possible. Up and over. Flowing it out. Let's do 2 more. Yeah. This is really the whimsical start of a really intense situation, intense series, pushing down into the ball, into the block. This top hand can be here, it can be here, but we are going to lift and tap through our toes. Lift it up and tap. It's really hard to lift my toes if I'm not pushing into the ball or the block. If that is just not stable enough for your wrist and you can touch the floor, you absolutely can touch the floor, okay? Hips stay facing forward. I do like doing the work with the ball because it destabilizes you through your core for 7. Let's go. Point your toes. 6. Breathe. 5. Relax your shoulders. 4. Keep going. 3. I'm sweating. 2. Hold it up. Keep your toes pointed. Shoulders roll down your back. Let's pulse. Tiny lift. lift. Remember, if you can't hold your toes off the floor the whole time, tiny lift from the floor. Yes, breathe for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, top hand comes down. Find that rotation. My toes touch the floor. It's not that serious. Set yourself up for success. Lift and tap. Lift, tap, yes. Hips are even. Once again, we're trying to lift from here, not from our low back. Squeeze, tap, squeeze, and tap. You got this. If you feel like it's all falling apart, try to bring your belly and the back of your body together. Sandwich them together. Soften your elbows for 3, 2. Hold it here. Point your toes. Lift and lift. You should not feel this crunch in your low back. It should feel engaged in your glute, okay? 2 different sensations. Elbow soft, jaw relaxed. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, hold it here. Bend and extend. My toes are shaking. Your elbows are going back here. Trying to get your nose as close as you can to the mat. Deep bend in your arms. If your arms are coming out to the side, let's just try to swivel them back. If that means you don't go as low, I guess you won't go as low. It's no big deal for 4. 3, are you ready for that short plank? 2, last one, toes come down, shoulders roll down your back, pick your knee up, hold, press through your heels, shoulders roll, roll, roll. Yes, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees come down, stretch it out, grab a sip of water if you need it. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, friends. All right, we're gonna bring it down to the floor for a few more core moves. Yeah, and then we'll finish with some glutes. Well, we got this. Bring your ball with you. If you don't have a ball, you can bring a block, even a pillow in this one, okay? We're gonna roll it between our shoulders, so that's here for me. And find it. Once you find it, you can adjust, but I like to put my hands down and let my head drop. And if I can get that, that's enough space. Option to crisscross your hands over your chest, particularly if you've got a lot of chest, okay? So if you're heavier up top and it's about to hit you in the face when we do these crunches, we don't want that. That's extremely distracting. So crisscross here, shoulders roll down your back, or my version of this, what I'm gonna do, just because I don't have that much up top, elbows wide, chin off your chest, crunch it up. Inhale to lean it back. Should not be fast. Crunch. Inhale. We're exhaling like we're blowing out a candle here. One big mistake or just like variation that I see often is people closing their elbows. Surprisingly, closing your elbows in and out is not the same as keeping them wide here. So try to keep your elbows super wide. And again, if you're across the chest, you're trying to point your elbows up towards the sky. Let's go for 3. Yes. 2, chin stays off your chest. 1, can you hold it here? Maybe reach your hands out, shoulders roll down your back. We're gonna march our knees. March and march. If you're like, Lauren, I cannot hold my neck up like this, option to bring your forearms down to support you a little bit, or take the ball or block or pillow out from underneath you and bring your shoulders down. It's never gonna be that serious, friends. We can find modifications and variations that work for us. Now can we bring our knee to our nose? Boom. Yes. If you're like this, very casual, but we're not gonna stay that way, okay? We can adjust, you got this. For 3, 2, pick a leg, any leg, hands come back, we're going to the crunch. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We're doing the exact same crunch except one leg is floating. Yes, 3 more. 2, And now we're going to add on, after our last one, opposite elbow towards that knee. So you inhale and twist open. Wow. Inhale. Inhale, relax. Exhale, twist if that's too much. Maybe you set your leg down. Maybe that isn't what's working, so you keep going straight. Let's go for 3. You got this. 2 and 1. Set it down. Pick the other leg up. Crunch and crunch. For 4. We're going to add the twist in 3. Keep breathing. 2. And last one straight on. Can we add that twist back through center? If you're not adding the twist, or maybe you want to do something a little different, you totally can. Maybe you're here reaching. You absolutely can. There are too many versions of this for you to feel like you're not able to do something. For 4. For 3. Yes. 2. I better remember that I have a mic on. Last one, bring it down. Relax your head over. I was gonna say, sometimes I am cussing under my breath, but I'm reminded that the mic is hot. Okay, we're gonna roll over to one side. Pull this barbell or pillow or block out from behind you. We have one more order of business. This is going between your thighs. You are going to put your feet flat. Head flat on the floor. If that's not comfortable for you, you can always prop your shoulders up. Walk your feet back. Turn your toes forward. Everything's down on the floor, and we're gonna squeeze and release. So you're squeezing in. It doesn't matter if it's a ball or if it's a block or it's a pillow. We're gonna squeeze and release for 4. Yes. 3, 2. Can you hold that squeeze and lift, tap? Yes. Gather your glutes. Lift it up and tap. Lift, tap. Breathing, keep going. For 4, 3, doesn't matter how high they get. 2, it just matters that you can feel it in your glutes. Hold them up, squeeze it in, release. Squeeze, release, really squeeze. If you have a barbell here, you're gonna act like you're trying to pop it, because you are. Thighs are engaged, booty lifted off of the floor for 4, 3, 2, you're gonna hold the squeeze, lift it up. Tiny lift, so my glutes are never coming back down. I'm squeezing here to lift, feet are in the floor, knees are bent, hips are even, head is flat. Yes, breathe, pulse. Little squeeze and squeeze, you got this. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, back to the tap. Tap it down, lift, tap, lift, let's go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold that squeeze at the top, squeeze the ball in, squeeze, yes, we are almost there, you squeeze, 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 and breathe. For 4, 3, 2, let's add on, squeeze in, lift up, squeeze in, lift up, let's go. 8, 7, 6, feet stay down. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold that squeeze, pulse it out. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes back down. Shake it out. You can release the ball, the block, whatever you were using today, the pillow, and rock your knees side to side, taking a couple deep breaths. Hopefully, our time on the floor together challenged you, gave you something to do while you were rolling around on the floor. gave you some ideas for movement. And if you have one of these core balls, bar balls, hopefully you're putting it to good use. Ooh, go ahead and drop your knees over to one side when you're ready. Roll up. I'm gonna put this here so it doesn't roll away. Find your way to a tall seated position. Roll your shoulders down your back. That was a lot of great movement. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have questions, if you have comments, if you have feedback, I would love to hear those. I would also love to hear what you want to see next. What should we do together? Do you want to do more bar on the floor? Do you want to do more standing bar? Let me know. Inhale your arms up overhead when you're ready. Seal it in, pull it down, clap for yourself, and I'll see you later, friends.